What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fish. The class is in session. Got my purple monster drink, ready to do this thing.
Well, they blew up the chicken man in Philly last night, and they blew up his house too. Down on the boardwalk, they're ready for a fight. Gonna see what them racket boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state, and the DA can't get no relief. Gonna be a rumble on the promenade, and the Gambler Commission is hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City.
You know that song? You know that one? Atlantic City? You heard that song? Bruce Springsteen, the band, Atlantic City. Today, we are going to take a look at a fixed blade knife from Three Rivers Manufacturing, made in the USA in Three Rivers, Massachusetts. I'm really excited to share this one with you. This was a gift from my buddy Dick Ritchie over there at AOK Product Reviews. I will pin his channel down below. You guys go subscribe to him. He is an awesome guy. So he sent me this Three Rivers Manufacturing fixed blade. He also sent me the VOSTEED Mini Nightshade. I have the regular version. I had mentioned I don't have the mini, so he sent that to me. Also sent me this KIZER 10-year anniversary coin, and he sent me this awesome Cohiba set because he knows that I'm a pipe smoker and I also occasionally smoke a cigar. This has a cigar cutter and an awesome torch lighter in here. So Rich, thank you very much. You know that I love you as a brother and I consider you a very good friend, my man. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm excited to take a look at this Three Rivers Manufacturing knife. So without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look. All right, so this is the Three Rivers Manufacturing Red Line fixed blade knife. I believe that this was their first design. I could be wrong about that, but they've been making this one for a long time. It is called the Red Line. It comes in this gorgeous leather sheath that's very well made, very well constructed, nice thick leather on there, and the retention on that bad boy is awesome. Let's take a look at this knife. Alright, so this bad boy is 9 1/4 inches long. We've got a 5-inch blade and a 4 1/4 inch handle. Our blade here is a flat grind drop point. We've got a tumbled finish on here. On this side, on the flat, we've got the Three Rivers Manufacturing logo. On the other side, it says TRM USA CPM 20 CV blade steel on this one. The edge grind on here is perfect. There are no areas where they got too heavy or too light. This one is a full tang. We've got a nice thick blade stock here, and it comes down to a good distal taper, so we've got a nice point on there. So this one is going to excel at piercing and poking, and also this flat grind is going to be super slicey. Our handle material here is twill carbon fiber, and then underneath that we have what they're calling vulcanized fiber cherry red liners, and I absolutely love those liners. It really makes it pop. And this is put together with T10 screws, and we've got a lanyard hole here if you like to put a lanyard on your knife. In fact, it comes with 2 pieces of paracord. In the hand, that 4 1/4 inch handle is big enough for almost any hand. I hate to do this, but there are a couple things about this that make it a very good knife, but not a great knife. And if these things were just slightly different, this could be a great knife. So one of the things that I don't like is right here, those handle edges are really sharp. Right here and right here, and also on those points. And even on this point here where we have the finger swell, those are pretty sharp, And then the other thing I don't like about it is the shape of this finger choil. It's rounded here, but it's kind of oblong here. The natural position of that finger swell, your hand falls right there, but then you have this extra room, and so when you're using it, your hand wants to slide up against the blade there, and when that happens, your finger falls on top of that finger swell. So it's just a little bit awkward. I think it would be better if this was more circular here instead of rounded here and then kind of oblong there. It just makes it a little bit awkward. It feels most comfortable here, but then your hand wants to slide up here, which makes it uncomfortable. And then of course, when your hand does slide up to the finger choil finger guard, this little finger swell part is a little bit sharp. So it's just that needs to be knocked down a little bit and chamfered a little bit because those edges are pretty sharp. And then this might be a personal preference thing, but I don't like a handle that tapers. In my opinion, this would be better if it had more of a palm swell and a neutral handle shape. I don't mind the curvature of the handle, but I don't like that it gets more narrow. I don't feel like I have a good purchase on my knife, whereas if the handle was a little more substantial and it had a palm swell, it would be better. But everywhere else, it's chamfered down very nicely. There's no rough edges, there's no pokey parts, and this twill carbon fiber is super grippy. But like I said, the shape of that finger choil makes it awkward, and for me, this tapered handle makes it awkward. There's a few different versions of this knife. They've got one with G10 covers, one with micarta covers, and those are about $300. And then if you want the carbon fiber covers, it's $400. And while these are quality materials and quality construction, I gotta be 100% honest. You know, after handling as many very good knife company knives that are also made in the USA that I've handled, $400 for this knife is a little steep for me. Does that mean it's not a good knife? Absolutely not. It is a good knife. It is very good. In my opinion, it could be great with just a few minor changes. This would make a great camp knife, a great bushcraft knife, a truck knife, hunting knife, fishing knife, and with that 20 CV steel, man, this thing is going to perform like a champ, and that big fat blade stock, it's going to take some abuse. So really good knife. I'm really happy to have this one. I'm definitely going to use it, and I'm glad that Rich sent it to me. I really appreciate that. So there you go, boys and girls. Just wanted to share that with you today. Let me know if you have this Three Rivers Manufacturing fixed blade called the Red Line. Let me know what you think of it. I really love Three Rivers Manufacturing. This one is just not my favorite. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish, boys and girls. Class dismissed.